What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Take two. What is up, hearties, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing part 2 of this 32 weeks pregnancy update. Listen, you guys, in terms of tests that you do during pregnancy, this by far has been one of the worst that I have experienced, okay? This is my worst experience during pregnancy thus far. And I've had C-sections, okay? C-sections aren't even as bad as this was. And C-sections are bad. Like, they hurt after, after the fact. They hurt, you take a little while to recover and stuff, but then after that you're good. But then this that I went through, right, it was so bad. So I'm about to tell you guys, like, what's going on, what is going on with me, and what I had to do and what I had to endure. Okay, so as y'all know, as I mentioned in the last pregnancy update at 32 weeks part 1, y'all know what's going on, right? If you don't know what's going on, you need to go check out that update first. That way you could know what's going on, okay? So, because I ain't trying to say it. So, this is what's going on. This is what the doctors believe to be going on. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But anyways, this is what they believe to be going on. So they had me do a series of tests, right? They had me redo all the tests that I did that came back negative. They had me redo all of them because they don't know what's going on. So they're trying to figure out what is going on. Nothing is what's going on. But anyways, so I had to do this 3-hour glucose test. And let me tell you, my friend, this 3-hour glucose test is the worst thing ever. It is the worst thing ever, okay? And if your doctor tell you you have to do it, I suggest that you try to eat something like 11:30 p.m. Don't ask me who sent me to have my last meal at 7 p.m. I should have never had my last meal at 7 p.m., but I did have my last meal at 7 p.m. and this is what happened. So my last meal was 7 p.m. I made it to the doctor's office. This test is a 3-hour test. Of course, the time they stop, let me go back. So during this 3 hours, they have to draw your blood 4 times. 4 times. And this is for somebody who hates needles. I repeat, I hate needles. This is probably why I took 7 years before getting pregnant again, because I don't like needles. I don't like hospitals. And yeah, so you don't want to try and go through this again, really. But here I am. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you. But, so I'm like, 4 times though? 4 times. So they have to draw your blood 4 times during this 3-hour period. They have to draw your blood before. They give you the drink to drink. I don't have a problem with the drink. The drink kind of tastes like orange soda, Fanta. I don't have a problem with a drink. This is what I have a problem with. The 3-hour test, because I did the hour test and it's fine. The hour test is fine. That one is actually easier to fail than this 3-hour one. Nonetheless, this is what the doctors recommended that I do. So I did it anyways. Okay, fine. So before the 3-hour test, let me tell you what happened. Before the 3-hour test, before the glucose test, I had my blood drawn for the redoing of the anemia test, the redoing of water test, the redoing of thyroid tests and the redoing of some other tests. Listen, I redo a whole bunch of tests. She took like 6 of those little cylinders, you know, those little ones that they draw the blood with, shake it and put labels on it. Yeah, she took like 6 of those before the glucose test. This is before the glucose test, okay? Before. And then after the glucose test, I have to take 4 blood draws again. Right, this is I haven't eaten since 7 p.m. Okay, keep that in mind. So she took my blood first, and then I drank the drink, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, okay, you know, like do some stuff, you know, get some stuff done, blah blah blah. I feeling fine, you know. I was like, you know, I may sit on for more than 30 minutes. I'll stand up, I'll walk in between, everything gonna be straight, you know. And then like after like 30 minutes, after like an hour, she's like, okay, let me take your blood again. So you have to you draw your blood and then you pee or urine sample, right? So she takes my blood again. Listen, I came back outside, right? I started feeling like hot. Like it had some man sitting in the lab, and your girl, I was hot, okay? I lift up my shirt, my boobs were all like it was bad. Boobs were all, I was like, stomach all, I don't even care. Like I feel like a sudden heat come on top of me, right? And I just like, whew, I don't know what's going on. Then I felt like my eyesight like blurry, like I can't see nothing. Then I felt like my head like lightheaded, like I want to fall down. So she's like, you feel like you want to pass out? I'm like, yeah. You need us to call 911? I'm like, yeah. She's like, no, but this is what happened. This is what this test does. That's why we recommend that you stay here. And I'm like, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Listen, they had like cushions on top of the chair. I flung the cushions on the floor. I down lay down on the floor in the lab where people doing all these COVID tests, okay? This is how bad it was. I am laying in a lab where people are doing COVID tests. But at that moment, I was just like, oh my gosh, I am going to pass out. That's how I was feeling. Like I was just feeling so sick. Anyways, she's like, it's okay, just calm down, relax, blah blah blah, you're gonna be okay. That's normal. That's how the test will make you feel, blah blah blah. It's the sugar level, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like laying down on the floor, and laying down helped. You know, laying down helped. And then I just laid down on the floor. The 2 hours passed, they draw the blood again. I lay down on the floor. The next hour passed, they draw the blood again, took the pee samples. I lay down on the floor still. Then they took the last one. I'm still laying down on the floor. And then finally I get to leave. And I decided to go and eat some grass, because the doctor felt that she thinks the reason why I have too much fluid is because of diabetes, but I don't have diabetes. I did the test and it's negative. I don't have it. But I guess that's one of their reasons why you would get it, but that's not why I don't have. Man, stop putting things on me. I don't have nothing, okay? So anyway, she gives me this diet, and this diet is like no milk, no cheese, no salt, no added sugar, no white flour, no what did I say? No double starch. Like you could only have like one starch and one protein, and then half of your plate is like vegetables and have like light snacks, and like you could eat like 3 boiled egg a week, you know, like this diet. And I'm like, oh, no mangoes. Like, really? You ain't tell an island woman don't eat mangoes? Okay, all right. We're getting out of hand. we are going off the rails now. So anyway, she gave me this diet, and I'm like, you know, I mean, half of the stuff I could do anyways, because, you know, I don't eat white flour anyways. I don't drink sodas. You know, I always buy like fruit juice anyways with no added sugar. You know, no honey, no maple syrup, no brown sugar, no white sugar. Okay, fine. So you want me to stop baking? Okay, great. No problem. I could do that. You know, I've been doing good. I've been doing great during my pregnancy. I've been staying away from donuts. I've been staying away from all the bad stuff that I'm not supposed to eat, that I do like from time to time. But my thing is, everything in moderation, you know? Everything in moderation. Like, you don't do too much of anything, and that's what has been working for me, and everything has been fine. So she gave me this diet, and I'm just like, because she don't know, you know? So when the test comes back and it puts their mind at ease, then we could move on from there. Next, with this pregnancy update, you know, this one that took most of the pregnancy update, because it was just the worst. Next, with the pregnancy update, I'm getting like a lot of Braxton Hicks, like contractions where your stomach feel really hot, and it feel like, I don't know how else to explain it. It feel like a Kegel, like you're doing a Kegel with your stomach. That's how it feel. But I'm not doing it. It's doing it by itself. But that's kind of like how it feels. If you don't know, that's how it feels. So I've been feeling a lot of Braxton Hicks lately. I feel like I should start tracking them, because we're winding down to like the last few weeks. Next is now I have to see my doctor every week until the baby's here, because the baby is almost here. Oh my god, the baby is almost here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be like the longest update. But the baby is almost here. I'm so excited. Like, you know, baby shower about to happen. If you still haven't gotten anything from the baby registry, definitely check it out. I'll leave it down in the description below. It has like 5 items you could choose from. Knock yourself out. And what else? So my last ultrasound, the baby was estimated at 5 pounds 6 ounces. So on the app, it's saying the baby is the size of a coconut. The lies they tell. Anyways, I seen the baby, and he's no coconut, honey. He is not a coconut. He is far from a coconut. He is huge. Not even his head is the size of a coconut. That's how big he is. And he is cute. Definitely a nice, chunky, little, chubby, little, cute little boy. And you should see his lips. Like, y'all think my lips cute? Like, forget it. His lips is cute. Okay. I'm just so excited. Like, oh my gosh. And then I think he's like 17 inches now, and all his organs are fully developed. Like, everything is fully developed. He's looking great. He's looking good. His movements, I got to see his hands. You know, I got to see him like open and closing his hands, and he was like flipping around. Like, I get to see him. And then the next thing is I have to do ultrasounds every week until I have the baby. So, I mean, it sounds tedious, but at least I'll get to see the baby every week. You know, and they're gonna be testing him like 8 points. So he can make a total of 8 points. So they can test to see like if he open and close his hands, or like his breathing pattern. They're gonna be looking for his like fetal position, like the curl up position. They're looking for like different things, like how many times he moves or stuff like that. So it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. And yeah, what else? That's pretty much it. that's pretty much it for the 32 weeks update. Okay, oh, now I'm taking iron once a day. Okay, so that's what my doctor recommended. Once a day, and I'm taking slow FE, which is a slow release iron tablet, because you know, like sometimes iron tablets make you feel sick. So he recommended that I take it once a day. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm still taking the prenatals. I'm still taking the iron once a day. I'm also taking vitamin C after it so that it could help. And I am taking papaya enzymes after I eat just certain foods, you know, just certain foods, and probiotic gummies before I go to bed if I ate certain foods, like acidic foods, like foods with tomato sauce, or like foods that would normally give you heartburn, spicy foods or something like that. Like if I eat stuff like that, that's when I would take them. I don't try to take them every day. Okay, yeah, so that's about it for the pregnancy update. I'm going to show you my belly, because I know y'all like to see the belly bump you check. So your gal got a belly bump right here waiting for you guys. Okay, so belly bump. Okay, so this is the belly bump. I have on a skirt dress, so I just had to like try to cover myself so you don't see nothing. When I pull it down, this is how it's looking. That's the belly. That's how he's looking. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.